always some sort of trauma-induced cycle that causes people to turn to Christianity. Don't be fooled by them church-going people that go every week and all that hollering and screaming and catching the Holy Ghost and all that. It's all performative. It ain't no only God can judge you. No, I'm judging. Hello, my beautiful stones and gems. Welcome back to the Medusa Show. I am your host, Miss Mama Medusa, and this is the Medusa Show. Thank you for clicking this video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if this is your first time watching. And let's just jump right on in, honey, because I really don't have time, child. So, Blac Chyna, and I'm gonna continue to call her Blac Chyna, aka Angela White, has come forward and said that she is now a Christian and she's doing what most Christian people do when they find the Lord. They want to get on their high horse and get on their totem pole and literally shove their beliefs down people's throat. I don't know what that's about, and I just wanted to talk about it because I'm gonna be honest, this whole situation with Blac Chyna is actually triggering me, and I'm gonna explain why. I have an issue. Well, one, I have an issue with all religions, all forms of organized religion. I have an issue with because it's, if you know, organized religion is used to control people, especially people of color, and particularly Christianity encourages people not to think for themselves. I cannot stand performative Christianity. Like, that grinds my gears. It's actually very harmful and detrimental to our society, especially to Black people, and that's literally what Blac Chyna is doing. I'm not calling you Angela White. I don't respect Blac Chyna. Everything that she's doing is performative. She's literally going on a whole press release tour, going from city to city to see the shining sea, to share her views on Christianity and her newfound relationship with God, and that's fine. I really wish that I really wish that people like her would keep that to themselves, because if your relationship with God was so personal and so beautiful, I would think that that's something that you would want to keep private. But whatever. But Blac Chyna is an attention whore, like most Christian people are, always seeking attention, always in need of validation, and so that's what this is. And I don't care. I'm so ready for all the haters, not even haters, all the crazy Christians and Jesus freaks that's gonna come to the comment section and tell me, well, who are you to judge and this, that, and the third. It's so funny, y'all telling me not to judge people, but ignoring how she's judging people as well. So let me get this straight. So Christians are allowed to judge people, but non-Christians aren't, because Blac Chyna is on her platform shaming SWs, talking about how doing OF is like degrading. She deleted her OF page. She took the cement out the back of her ass. She took the fillers out of her chin. I don't understand why this is news. Again, these are all things that she really could have kept to herself, but she's in need of attention, and the only way that she would get that attention is through God. Whenever an abuser is trying to get ahead of a story, is trying to turn their life around, the first thing they do is weaponize the church and weaponize their relationship with God. And that's the shit that I don't like, and that's what makes it performative. It's actually kind of sick the way y'all will use God, this omnipotent being, the way y'all will use him, her, whatever, this higher power, the way y'all weaponize it and as a shield to protect you from any level of accountability is kind of sick, and y'all do it all the time. It's literally the oldest trick in the book. Whenever an abuser is trying to rewrite history, whenever an abuser no longer wants to be known for abusive behavior, the first thing they do is say, oh, I done gave my life to Christ. R. Kelly did it, and y'all ate that shit up, and he continued to touch on little girls in the process. The Christian church is literally a rehabilitation center for abusers. The only difference between the Christian church and prison is that the inmates in prison got caught and the people in the church haven't gotten caught yet. That's literally the only difference between the two. Don't be fooled, okay? Especially the Catholic Church, but all of them, Baptists, it don't matter. It don't matter what you are. It is nothing full of child M-words, rapists, abusers, all of that. Like, I'm not talking about, okay, I'm talking about like literal harmful people. That's literally what the Christian church is full of. But the only difference is they said some Hail Marys, okay? They said they did a couple rosemary prayers or what have you. Rosary, not rosemary, rosary. They did some prayers in their rosary. They did a couple Hail Marys. You know, they went to church a couple times, they paid a couple tithes, and now all is forgiven. And as soon as you as soon as you point out, hey, didn't you like N-word somebody? Didn't you like literally ruin someone's life? Haven't you caused a bunch of harm to multiple people? That's when, oh, only God can judge me, and that was in my past. Don't judge me for my past. Literally, the past could have been 2 weeks ago. You could have been abusing people 2 weeks ago, but you done turned your life around, and now that's in the past. You know, them radical, y'all label Muslims as radical terrorists and all that other shit. When they do things in the name of their beliefs and in the name of their God, it's a problem. You can't look past it and this, that, and the third. But when it's in the name of our God, in the name of Jesus, it don't matter what the person do. You gonna stand beside them. Hello, Creflo Dollar. Hello, what was old boy? Don't even get me started on the black Christian church. That I don't know who's worse, the black Christian church or Catholics. I don't know which one is worse. As far as they both two peas in a pod. Okay. I'm telling you. Who was that? Who was in Creflo Dollar's church? Y'all comment below. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Bishop Eddie White or something. Eddie something. I forgot his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. The one who was allegedly, you know, touching on little boys, and grooming little boys. And y'all was still going to their church. That's what I'm saying, bruh. Like, it's nothing but I'm telling you, the Christian church is nothing but full of abusers and abuse apologists. And rape apologists, because if it's not the abusers that's in the church, it's people that's around the abusers, fully aware of the abuse that they've done in their past, and just like, oh well, that was the past, and only God can judge them, and you can't question a man of the church, and this, that, and the third. I'm sorry, it's them church going. I'm telling you. Don't be fooled by them church going people that go every week and all of that hollering and screaming and calling and catching the Holy Ghost and all that. It's all performative. It's all, and I'm telling you another thing. Whenever somebody makes like a drastic change when it comes to God and turning their life around and all that other stuff, oh, best believe, to me, I'm like, oh, you must have did some shit. You must have really been involved in some messed up stuff, and that's why, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do so you can help, so whatever you can do to help you sleep at night, and that's really what it comes down to. It's gonna seem like I'm projecting, because I probably am. This is coming from someone who has been abused by people in the church. My childhood abuser is a prominent church figure. He's very much so involved in the church. So yeah, I see through all that shit. And not only that, I grew up in the church. And so yes, if it feels like I'm projecting my past traumas onto Black China and onto Christian people, I'm fully aware that that's probably what it is. But I'm telling you that it's coming from a place of genuine, of just pure, like, it's genuine. I'm telling you, this is what I know, and this is also based on my experience. But in my experience with church going folks, they are the lowest of the low. Everything that they do is performative, and they're just it's all for an aesthetic. But behind closed doors, them the ones that are really, it's not the hookers and the hoes and the prostitutes and the drug dealers. Now, I mean, the drug dealers are, you know, dispersing poison within our community. So that's one thing. But it's not them. It's not the drug addicts. It's not the crack addicts. It's not them. Them are not the problem. It's them pastors. It's the person that's sitting at the pulpit. It's the person that's passing around the collection plate. It's the person that's doing it, taking 110% of that check every week and giving it to the Lord as and going and preaching all their telling all their sins to a priest. And it's them priests that sit around. You know how many abusers, you know how many child N-words and confess their sins to a priest, and they don't say shit. She could literally be going under their nose. Why? Because they on the same type time. They're on the same type time. And it's no coincidence that out of all the religions, it's so funny that you gave your life to Christ. Why not Islam? Or why not spirituality? It's because Christianity is, the Bible was written by abusers for abusers, and they can relate to that. The thing about Christianity that people are, it's not even about God. The thing that people can relate to regards to Christianity is the fact that all sins are forgiven. The fact that all, the slate is wiped clean. They like that. And they've done a lot. I mean, we've all done a lot. No, everyone has sinned. Everybody got a checker pass. But one thing that now, when it comes to abuse, you can never say that I physically or sexually abuse somebody, male, female, especially not no child. Now, there's certain things, there's certain things that I feel like, no, it ain't no only God can judge you. No, bitch, I'm judging. And it's as a survivor, I'm judging. Okay, and I'm sorry. Like, that's really what attracts people to Christianity. The fact that they can live a life of abuse and abuse people for years and years and eons, and then one day they just say a couple prayers, dip their ass in some dirty ass water, and all is forgiven. That's why y'all go up for Christianity like that, because that's the only religion that allows you to do that. No other religions don't do that. Like, other religions is like, oh nah, like you can't. It's not that simple. But with Christianity, it really is. Especially once you pay some tithes, say a couple prayers, say a couple hallelujahs. All of it's all performative, and that's why y'all go up for her. That's why y'all so protective of her. And that's another thing. Blac Chyna literally was accused of trafficking, kidnapping young girls and holding them against their will just not too long ago. She's a colorist. She was endorsing skin bleaching cream. Do you know how dangerous and unsafe skin bleaching cream is? You know all the harm that it does to black people, especially black women. She was endorsing a skin bleaching cream in Nigeria. She's garbage, and it's just so funny how y'all so quick to just turn a blind eye to like abusive behavior, all in the name of God. I just think that shit is so weird. Like, I can't stand no crazy Christian, no Jesus freak. I'm telling you, don't put your hands on me. Don't come over here praying for me. I'm good. I don't want your prayers. And honestly, like, even the pathology of a Christian person is messed up anyway. Why y'all don't want to tell your kids about gay people, but you want to tell your 3-year-old that he going to hell if he don't say a prayer before night, and that this omnificent sky daddy is looking down on him at all times, judging his every move, and if he doesn't do right, he's going to hell. That shit is traumatizing as hell to a child. That's why, again, Easter is coming up, and I don't even feel comfortable I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna tell my child about God. I'm gonna let him have his own experience with the Lord and with Christ, because my experience with Christianity is fucking traumatizing. I was traumatized as a child. I did not love God. I was terrified of this person that's looking down on me, that if I disappoint them, I'm going to hell. That's my relationship with God, and that's how it was presented to me. And that's literally what Chyna is doing. She over here talking about, doing OnlyFans is degrading. Bitch, you're degrading. Selling skin bleaching cream is degrading. Like, who are you? And that's the thing about Christian people that gets on my goddamn nerves. Whenever they get a sip of that Jesus juice, whenever they turn their life around and pull themselves up and this and the third, instead of them working on their relationship with God, now they want to project and start pointing fingers. You've been a Christian for all of 2 minutes, and now all of a sudden you have the authority to tell somebody else what they need to do with their mother life, when you just figured it out just 2 minutes ago. You've been on this earth for 36 years causing havoc, sucking. You literally could have been sucking under a bridge 2 weeks ago, but now you done read the first book, you done read Revelations, and now you have the authority to point your fingers at somebody and tell somebody that they going to hell. And now I can't question that, because you are a woman of God, and who the hell am I to question it? Do you see how backwards that is? Christianity, literally, that's nothing. Like, Christian folks are so ass backwards, and Christianity literally encourages you to be subservient to white people. It encourages you not to think for yourselves, to not question anything. Don't question God. Don't question a man or a woman of God. Only Christianity is the one religion where you can literally be on this earth for 80 years, and 2 weeks before you die, you could, like, that the end is coming, you go and get baptized, and now according to Christianity, you going to heaven. Like, that's the only religion that acknowledges that bullshit. No other religion does that. Why is that? You have to question why. Because it's just, I'm telling you, it's just a stomping ground and a recreational center for abusers. There's 3 types of Christians: the ones who were conditioned through childbirth and through childhood, who really just don't know no better. The ones who turn their lives around because they done did some messed up stuff, or the ones who were usually had some sort of traumatic experience, life or death experience, like jail, or like literal, like a serious car accident. It's always some sort of trauma induced cycle that causes people to turn to Christianity, and that's why I don't trust them. Like, instead of you going to get some damn therapy and getting some damn help, you go down that path, and then you want to turn around and project onto me. I'm telling you, F Black Chyna. I don't believe, and I'm really annoyed that y'all are giving her all this attention, all this clout for what? Okay, you're a Christian. Congratulations. I don't think that I don't believe that giving your life to God is like this noteworthy, like this thing that deserves interviews and all this press. It really doesn't. But again, it's performative. That's what it's all about. Like, I actually would have respected you if you was on some left eye shit and you just went and left the country and was with you and your spirituality and you was getting to know yourself. That to me should be applauded. That's interesting. But you do it, saying a couple Bible verses, reading a couple Bible verses, dipping your dirty ass in some water, and saying a couple hallelujahs and Hail Marys, that to me does not deserve to be applauded. Like, we're not even going to touch on how anti-black the Bible is. We're not even going to touch on how the Bible literally encourages slaves to obey their masters. Like, I have an issue with any... I don't want to say F Christianity, but no, F Christianity, because Christianity is really just nothing but an embodiment of colonialism. But y'all not ready for that conversation. I'll be back for some more. I just want to give my 2 cents on that. Yeah, and I'm already ready for the Jesus freaks to come. You feeling hit? You feeling hit? Well, that's really all it is. Because that's nothing. Before you comment and go into the comment section and tell me about myself, I want you to really think, why are you so bothered? Why is my opinion of Black Chyna, what the have to do with you? Okay, because I really want you to really like dissect that, because you identify with people like Black Chyna. You identify, that's what the T is. You identify with abusers. Okay, I'm done. I said what I had to say, and I'll be back for some more deuces.